Good afternoon, my friends. It's a cold one today. The sun isn't even shining, but I didn't feel like sitting at home, so here we are out at Walker Woods again. Last time I was here was in the fall, and someone told me then, it was a dog walker, that I should come out and check it out during the winter months, not wait until spring or summer, that the best time was winter. So here I am, checking it out on this cold, cloudy day, and there is wind, so hopefully the wind is not going to drown me out, but I will do my best to stay above it by hollering a little bit louder than normal. Hopefully I'm not hollering in your ears. Hopefully the wind is not too strong either. Again, we will see. So let's go see what this place has to offer us here in the middle of winter. It didn't really have a lot in the fall, so hopefully it has a little more. I mean, it has its beauty, of course, and its scenery.
How you doing?
Pretty good, yourself?
Not bad, thanks.
Ah, you're just a cute little thing, aren't you?
She's all barks.
Yeah. Have a good day. So my understanding, though, is this place is very popular for dog walkers. So we probably will run into a few. I know when I parked my vehicle out on the shoulder of the road when I got here, there were 3 or 4 cars already there, but a bunch of dog walkers came out all at the same time and hopped in a bunch of the cars and drove away, so they were all out here together. And if I recall correctly, I'm not 100% sure, the trees were marked when I came here during the fall, but not, what's the word I'm looking for? They were marked, but there were areas where you weren't even 100% sure if you were still on the path or not, because they're marked few and far between, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm not expecting this to take too long today. That's another reason why I just kind of picked it. It's just a quick little loop. Check out some of the scenery and the wintry scene and see how it all looks. Last time I went straight here and came around the loop and ended up coming from this back on this angle. Today I'm going to take this angle and come back on the other way, so kind of make it a little bit of difference, at least in scenery, the way we're walking. That's my opinion. Probably ain't going to be able to notice anyway because of the snow on the ground, since there was none last time I was here. Another thing I won't have to worry about this time around is crossing the little streams that were here. I know the last time we were here, there was plenty of stream crossings, but no bridges. There was like sticks and branches in the stream and rocks, but there was no bridges. You literally had to pass where people had laid rocks or sticks down to cross over. So your shoes, if you didn't have good shoes, would get wet, and you ended up with wet socks, which happened to me. Here's one of those areas right now, I can tell, because it looks like it's all ice underneath, so it was stream. Again, it's a beautiful wintry scene out here, and I think that's what the person was trying to tell me when she told me back in the fall the best time to come out for scenery is now. So here I am, and it is beautiful if you like the winter. I'm not a big winter fan, but I still can't deny that winter scenes are beautiful. I'm sure non-winter people would probably disagree with me. And trust me, as I said, I'm not a winter person. I do not like the cold. I am a summer person. I love the heat. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the humidity, but I do love the heat. I always joke around and tell people I was born in the wrong country, but in all honesty, I love Canada too. As I said, I don't really expect this to be a long walk. And then I'll call it a day and go home and start editing. Once that's done, then I usually sit down and watch TV and cuddle up under a blanket. And although it is cold out right now, it's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Earlier today, around 11:30, it was minus 14 degrees out. Now, what is that in Fahrenheit? Hold on, let me figure that one out. Okay, minus 14 degrees would be about anywhere between +5 and 7 Fahrenheit. Now, in the last hour and a half, it has warmed up. It's gone from minus 14 to minus 6, and that is plus 21 Fahrenheit. So, yes, it has warmed up supremely in the last hour and a half, but that's about as warm as it's going to get today, and now it's going to start chilling off once more. That's why I chose this specific time to come out. I knew this was going to be the warmest part of the day, and they're not calling for any snow until around 4 o'clock this afternoon, and even then they're not calling for a lot. I don't plan on getting stuck in the snow. I don't plan on getting stuck in the dark. I'll be out of here long before nighttime comes. I just plan on getting a little stroll in, or a hike, journey, whatever you want to call it, and enjoying the scenery. And with any luck, might see a squirrel or two. I honestly can't wait to get to the area. A huge watery pond. I wonder if that's covered. Probably is. Probably going to be covered in snow. I may even walk right past it without even realizing it. As long as I don't end up walking across it and falling in by accident. I doubt that will happen. I know there is a pond out here because it was my first time out here last time. I'm not exactly sure or remember where it exactly was, but I know the area it is roughly in. I will be keeping an eye out for that too. As I said earlier, I know it's windy out here today, so hopefully you're hearing what I'm saying, and hopefully it's not drowning me out to the point that you can't hear a word I'm saying, because then this whole video will be nothing but garbage. Over to my right, you see a huge farmer's field. I'm just a guy that likes to go for walks and ramble on. The wind is making weird noises all around me. I'm hearing small cracklings of trees, but nothing's falling, nothing's blowing, nothing coming loose and flying through the air. I'm in no danger of anything hitting me, just it's making weird noises, I guess you could say. Just like I just heard a small banging to my right, but I don't see anything, so it's just the wind. The wind is knocking. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I don't know why I keep doing that to you guys. I shouldn't make you suffer like that. I know I don't have a good singing voice, but I keep putting you through it, don't I? I'm sorry. I apologize. I probably won't stop, but I do apologize. It all depends on my mood. You don't know me, I don't know you. My name is Shy. I would never do that around people I don't know in real life, but since you don't know me and I don't know you, I put you through the suffering. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, there I go again. Once again, I gotta quit that. See, that's what happens when you're out walking alone, right? You keep talking and rambling about nothing because you don't want complete silence, but you're not talking to anybody, so half the stuff you're saying doesn't make sense. You're just talking to yourself. Basically, what you're getting in my ramblings is things that run through my head, and as it's running through my head, I open my mouth and it comes out of my mouth. There you go. That's a good way to explain it. Just ramblings from my mind. From my mind to your ears. And y'all know why I do it, because I don't like silence in the background. When I go home and start editing my videos and I get to the silence area, it's like, oh, that's going to drive people away. Too much quiet. And I cut it out. Especially when you have all this beautiful scenery around you, you don't want to cut it all out. You want your subscribers to enjoy the scenery as much as I'm enjoying it. So I keep rambling. And I know I've explained this over and over and over again in almost every video you've seen this winter, but I keep stressing for all you new subscribers why I'm doing anything but rambling. Especially if you're just here for the first time checking out one of my videos. That is why. I travel alone, I walk alone, I hike alone, which I know I shouldn't, but I do have my cell phone with me. Except when I forget it sometimes in the vehicle, which I've only done once so far. And it was a wintry day just like today, and the slope was very hilly, and trust me, once I figured out I left my phone in the car, I was very nervous the rest of the hike. But I still continued on with it, I just was more careful in my journey. Let's see how much of this wind comes through when I'm editing, because that just came through very loud. I don't know if how well my microphone is picking up on it, but we will see. Have I already gone past the pond area? I think I have. Wow. I think I've actually gone past the pond area. I'm looking up in the trees, and I'm noticing there are a lot of squirrels' nests. Places for the squirrels to go to get warm, so there are lots of squirrels in this woods. I haven't seen any. They're all probably sleeping and staying out of the cold wind. I'm sure they are just like us. Cold can freeze them. Yeah, you get what I mean. I'm just rambling again. Still haven't seen any squirrels though. I'm not expecting to see any birds, but I'm really not expecting to see any squirrels either. I wouldn't be surprised if I do. It was just as cold the other day when I was out hiking, and although at the beginning of the trail I didn't see nothing, as the day went on and it became later afternoon, the squirrels started coming out to play. And before I was done, I had seen about 5 or 6, so I know they come out. It's just a matter of when they come out.